Hi everyone, Bernard here with a little movie review special about a film called Zero Troop, which is now available on a popular streaming site, which you will know, no doubt I'll tell you about in a few moments. So it's Zero Troop. It's a family film. It's a PG rating. It's a family film with a little bit of an edge. It's not all smolty and thing. It is sweet, but obviously there are some harder elements in the film. But it's an hour and 34 minutes, and it's an American comedy drama film directed by Bert and Bertie. This is the second feature film directed by Bert and Bertie, who have been creating commercials and shorts together since the two ladies met on a project in 2005. It's from a screenplay by Beasts of the Southern Wild co-writer Lucy Alibar and inspired by Alibar's 2010 play Christmas and Jubilee, Behold the Meteor Shower. Long worded. The film stars Viola Davis, McKenna Grace, Jim Gaffigan, Mike Epps, Charlie Shotwell, and Alison Janney, and a few more as well. This was the first feature film from Amazon Studios, so this is to be released as a streaming-only film on the Amazon Prime Video site. So this is the very first one by Amazon Studios to release as a streaming-only film. So what's the story? Well, it's set in rural Georgia in 1977, so it's a nice sort of a time that's familiar to me. Obviously, a lot of you watching this are probably too young to even remember back then. And it's about a group of elementary school misfits led by a gutsy outcast called Christmas Flint, who joins forces to infiltrate the high and mighty Birdie Scouts youth group in order to win a talent show. I mean, in the UK, Scouts are the male version and the Brownies are the girls, but obviously in America, the Birdie Scouts are obviously the female version. The winning birdies will earn the right to have their voices included on the Voyager Golden Record, a real thing, which Christmas believes will be heard by her deceased mother if they can just win the show. So yeah, the Voyager Golden Record was obviously the Voyager spaceship was obviously actually to record voices and words from people all around the world to send out with the Voyager spacecraft. A little bit more on that in a little while. Is it any good? Well, yeah, I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds a 77% approval rating based on just 30 reviews, so there's not too many reviews, but 77 approval rating. It's got an average rating of 6.59 out of 10, which is pretty good. And the consensus, it says, thanks to a charming cast and infectious energy, Troop Zero is more than the sum of its instantly familiar parts. Internet Movie Database Metascore, the critics are a bit mean on their average score. Anyway, it was 5.9 out of 10. But despite this low average, most critics did rate it between 6 and 7.5. And you had such comments as Troop Zero is so sugary you get a cavity if you bit into it, featuring a wonderful performance by McKenna Grace. What Troop Zero lacks in complexity, it makes up for in heart. And Los Angeles Times' Kimber Meyer sort of rated it a 7, and he sums up most of the views of the critics by stating, Troop Zero is bursting with personality and stylistic flourishes. It might be too twee for some, but it's better to let yourself be won over by its sincerity and sweetness, tempered by just enough sadness and quirk. Internet Movie Database, the users, so Joe Public, who watched it, again, a nice healthy 7.1 out of 10. Matthias Japina, on the 19th of January 2020, he rated it 8 out of 10 and wrote, it's a funny, touching and delightful movie, just like its premise. The cast is great. Yes, Viola Davis and Alison Janney are amazing on this, but those who really shine are the kids. McKenna Grace already is a Hollywood star, and she deserves this. Charlie Shotwell saved this name after Watch Eli and now Troop Zero. I got high expectations about him. His acting is really great on both movies. The other kids are great too. It's a movie for any age, definitely worth watching. And the MGM review, my little review of it, yeah, I mean, I echo all the positives on this movie. McKenna Grace, in the same way that the young girl in The Grinch stole my heart when I first watched The Grinch, and the young girl in that, McKenna Grace won me over straight from the start of this film and really helped me invest in it. and she was backed by some really good actors, both young and old, as the critics and reviewers have said. It's the 70s, so some great tunes and sets to complement this movie. And I did see some criticism about the southern accents on the show, but obviously I'm a Brit, so I have no idea of how spot on the accents are. But in the same way as a British person, I can balk at the accents in some of the US movies of British actors pretending to be Cockneys, etc., or Scousers, or from Manchester or up north. You know, I can notice the difference, but this shouldn't be enough to not enjoy a film just because the accents are a bit off. Because at the end of the day, the story's good. All right, you just let the dodgy accents, you just accept them for what they are. There is an element where the kids peeing element is an interesting addition to a movie. There's one scene, I'm not ruining it too much. I'm not sure if this quite works, but well, we'll gloss over that. I'm not quite sure, but as I said, it's a sweet film with a little bit of edginess to it at times. And also, don't forget, we have Bowie songs. We've got David Bowie songs in this, so what more can we ask, really? I mean, I rated this as a great little family film. One I'd be happy to watch with my grandkids if they were interested in it. And I rated it 7.5 out of 10. So if you don't mind mean ratings, that's quite a good score. And getting back to the golden record thing, just as a little footnote, the golden records described in the movie were placed on both Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. The probes that were launched in 1977. I think there's a few at the end of the film. There's a few playbacks of the messages that were sent by some of the children and people of the world. And these obviously are still traveling. And 40 years later, they've already left the solar system. So there is an element of truth to the story, obviously. So that's a nice little touch if you watch a film about the Voyagers 1 and 2, and obviously this is the link in there with the film. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. I think I'd recommend it to anyone. So as I said, it's now available on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch that, absolutely lovely family film. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree with me at my 7.5 rating, or do you think the southern accents are so dodgy it totally ruins a film? Hey, I don't know. At the end of the day, you have to put up with accents, don't you? I mean, there's not many actors can do any accent, British, American, whatever, very well. So sometimes you have to gloss over that and just accept it for what it is. Anyway, that's my little review of Zero Troop, a nice little film. Anyway, thanks for watching that. Please push the notification subscription button, push the notifications when you know these little reviews and film reviews and poster reviews, board game reviews, movie versus poster battle reviews that I'm now doing, so you'll know when those are coming out. And please follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie. I try to follow everyone back. I try and keep up to date with that. And obviously I'm on Facebook at BoardGameGeek with links to Movie Game, nostalgia.com, my website for rare DVDs, posters and board games. So if you ever spend a couple of minutes to get onto Movie Game Nostalgia, I'd be very, very grateful. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back again very soon with something else. Whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and more importantly, look after your family. And this is Bernard, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.